Hello, guys. I want to do, honey, can you turn on the light real quick? I want to do a quick to do on Will Smith and Chris Rock. I've heard a little bit of what Chris Rock had to say about Will Smith, and here's my take on it. Hello, YouTubers. Hello, my American subscribers. Hello, my Brit subscribers, if you care. This is going to be about Chris Rock. So, Chris Rock starts going in on Will, and he calls his wife a bitch. And I wasn't upset about, okay. But when he started going into the Will is a bitch and all of that, I was just like, it wasn't funny. I mean, that piece to me just wasn't funny. So it wasn't that what he said. It just wasn't funny. That piece. I'm sorry. It really felt like an attack. It didn't feel like a comedic moment. But what was funny is when Chris Rock goes in and he says that, his mom taught, he had a mother, kind of thing. So I get that. But regardless, it doesn't matter because Will should have expected this. Here's the thing, that whatever Chris Rock was going to say, he should respect whatever decisions that Chris Rock wanted to make about him coming out a year later to discuss it. Because Will Smith set himself up for this when he went on stage and slapped him. And, is it a joke now? Okay, now that Chris Rock has made it a joke, now it's going to be one of those running jokes like when Mike Tyson bit off the ear of, Holyfield. That wasn't funny, but then it becomes funny, like, the person that actually got the ear bitten, Holyfield, starts joking about it and stuff. And so that's what Chris Rock is doing. So now it's going to become a joke. And I don't think Will Smith is prepared for this because they're coming. It's going to be all kinds of skits and jokes about it. Like everybody's going to be slapping somebody. I say that, I don't know that. But here's the deal, that whatever Chris Rock had to say about the situation, I think that Will should respect that because he didn't give him the same respect when he walked up on stage. So for Will Smith to be like taken back or disappointed in it, he shouldn't be. If he was sincerely sorry when he said he was, he would take it as, okay, that's how he felt. That's how he feels about the situation. And although it made Will look, kind of on the bad side, but come on, it's a joke. And nobody thinks that Will's a, B-I-C-T-H, not in that sense. Like, okay, some may, but that's not the end of the world to be that. So, you're the one that did the hardest part. You're the one that embarrassed yourself and him on live TV. And I just honestly would have to say that you're going to have to suck this one up and say, oh, okay, Will, okay, Chris Rock, that's where you took it. It is where it is. You can't get mad at him. And I love Sunny on The View. She's taken up for Will, which is fine. You can pick sides. Everybody can pick sides. I'm neutral. I just think that he's been punished. Will has been punished for what he's done. He's paid for it and still going to get paid for it. It's not going to ever go away. It will be your theme from now on. And that's unfortunate because it kind of messes up the legacy. You see all these films, you see all this about Will, but people are going to remember you for the slap. And that's what you should be most hurt about. Not what Chris Rock is talking about. Because that's going to come down a dime a dozen.
Addictive, misogynistic.
But, no, Chris Rock within his rights to say and do whatever he wants to other comedians and other people that's weighing in on the situation. No, as a regular citizen-y person, this is my thoughts and my opinions, that I honestly just think that Will needs to suck it up and whatever he said. And so does Jada, because they embarrassed him. They embarrassed him. He was embarrassed and nobody was accountable. Nobody went to jail that night. That was an assault. It is. It was what it was. It was an assault. And the Academy, I like this part though. The Academy didn't act swiftly and probably should have removed Will from the building. They didn't. Whatever the case may be, they kept it going because they didn't know what to do. And then come later, maybe they should have. But the point is that then they give him this stiff punishment of 10 years. He can't come back. What is that? They might not be making movies then. Like, come on, people. Just say you made a mistake, you slipped up, and nobody want to take accountability. You know, I kind of sometimes don't either. It's very hard. I'm never going to tell you the truth. But no. And so Sunny weighs in, and I don't care for Sunny. I don't care for Sunny's views, what she has to say, because I think it's biased. And it goes back to Meghan and Harry. Not that much, because I don't really want to talk about them in this setting. But the thing is, you can't see one person's situation and try to analyze it, and not see the other situation and analyze it differently. Because she says it was like almost okay for Chris Rock to say the things that he said about Will, which I agree. But then she flips over to Meghan and think that it's okay for Meghan them to bash their families and tell their truth. So no. I don't listen to her. But what I thought was a few things that I thought was interesting during the moment. I think that Will needs to suck it up. I think that Chris Rock is probably going to continue on this tour. He's probably got a whole bunch of more to say. And just because he's making money off of it, he should. Why shouldn't he? He was the one that was embarrassed. He was the one that got hit. So why not turn his pain, his embarrassment, everything that happened to him in that year, that he had to keep moving and going on with his life in spite of the slap. You go, Chris. I commend you on that. You did not stop a show. That's a true artist. But he said, I'm going to start talking about it when I get ready to. And now he's ready to talk about it. And what's wrong with Netflix paying him to talk about it? But as you talk about him, Chris Rock, don't forget to throw Meghan in there every now and then, because she's still over here. She getting the benefits. She didn't hit the lottery, like you said. She didn't hit the lottery. And she complaining. Now Chris, now they trying to decide if they going to the coronation or not. Bye, guys.